Assalamu alaikum. I am your host Muhammad Shiraz. Welcome to the 20th program of Computer Programming Concepts. Dear students, in today's program we will continue discussion about structures. In earlier programs you studied some basic aspects of structure. You learned how to define a structure, how to create structure variables, and how to access the members of a structure through the structure variables. In that program you learned that for each structure variable a copy of the members of the structure is created, and in order to access each member of the structure you use the member access operator dot. In today's program we will study that we can create structure arrays as well. We will also study that how we can initialize one structure variable with another structure variable. So let's start today's program. Arrays of structures seems a bit surprising, because we studied earlier that array is a named list of elements having all the values of the same data type. So this is one of the fundamental properties of array, that all the elements of array must be of the same data type. If you declare integer array, then all the values of array should be of int type. If you declare a float array, then all the values should be of float type, and if you declare character array, then all the values of character should be of character type. Then what does it mean that we can create arrays of structure as well? Because you studied that the structure is a named collection of members of different data types. So you should not mix up this concept and you should not get confused with this, because when you create a structure array, so that array is basically an array of structure variables. Now array of structure type will contain all its members of that specific structure type. All the elements of the structure array must be of the same data type, that is same structure type. Then each element of the structure array contains the members, and each element of the structure array will contain a copy of its corresponding structure members. For example, to create a structure array we use the keyword struct, the name of the structure book, and then name of the structure array, maybe any valid name, and then size of the structure array. This statement is declaring a structure array B of size 5 of type book. Let's study this concept through an example. In this example we have declared a structure book. There are 3 members in the structure, and then inside the main function we have created a structure array of size 5. Then for loop is used to access each element of the structure. I equals to 0, I less than equals to 4, enter author, pages, and price of book. First you will be asked to enter value for b0 dot author. There is an element at 0th index, an element at 1, an element at 2, an element at 3, and an element at 4. And the 0th element of the structure array contains a copy of the members, pages, author, and price. Similarly, for the 1th element of the structure there will be a copy of its member, author, pages, and price. So each member is accessed through each element of the array just by using the member access operator dot. Here first time we will be asked to provide input for b0 dot author, then b0 dot pages, and then b0 dot price. Then loop cycle will be repeated and then we will be asked to provide input for b1 dot author, then b1 dot pages, and then b1 dot price. In the next cycle of loop, we will be asked to provide input for b2 dot author, b2 dot pages, and b2 dot price. And in the next cycle of loop, we will be asked to provide input for b3 dot author, b3 dot pages, and b3 dot price. And in the final cycle of the loop, we will be asked to provide input for b4 dot author, b4 dot pages, and b4 dot price. And then the next loop is used to display the members of each element of the structure array. In the first cycle of loop, b0 dot author, b0 dot pages, and b0 dot price will be displayed. In the next cycle of loop, b1 dot author, b1 dot pages, and b1 dot price will be displayed. Similarly, in the next cycle, b2 dot author, b2 dot pages, and b2 dot price will be displayed. And in the next cycle, b3 dot author, b3 dot pages, and b3 dot price will be displayed. And in the final cycle of the loop, b4 dot author, b4 dot pages, and b4 dot price will be displayed. Through this example, you should learn that each member of the structure array, that each element of the structure array is accessed just like accessing the elements of the other arrays. And as you know that each element of the structure array contains list of members, so each member is accessed with that just by using dot operator. Let's exercise this program on the computer screen. This is a structure with the name book. The structure contains three members, author, pages, and price. Inside the main function, we are declaring a structure array with the name B. Size of the structure array is 5, and then this for loop is used to take input for each element of the structure array, and then each member is accessed with the element of the structure array just by using the index number inside the array symbol, and then dot operator, and then member of the structure variable. And then the following for loop is used to display the values of the members of each element of structure array. Compile this program. Compilation report says it is successfully compiled and there is no error. When we execute the program, we are asking to provide input for the first element of the structure array. Name of author, suppose I enter Asst, then pages of book I enter 500, price of the book I enter 150. Now the first cycle has been completed, and now we are asked to provide input for the second element of the structure array. Name of author Ahmed, pages of the book 400, price of the book 200. Now the second cycle has been completed and the second element of the structure array has been initialized. Now we are asked to provide input for the third element of the structure array. Suppose we enter name of the author Gul, pages 100 and price 60. Now third cycle has been completed and now we are asked to provide input for the fourth element of the structure array. Suppose we enter name of the author is Saima, pages in the book are 200 and price of the book is 180. Now the fourth cycle has been completed and now we are asked to provide input for the fifth element of the structure array. We are asked to provide input for the name of author. We enter name of author is Muhammad, pages in the book are suppose 300 and value of price is suppose 200. Now all the elements of the structure has been initialized and the following loop has been executed through the first cycle of the loop. Name of author Asst, number of pages 500 and price of the book is 150. In the next cycle, second element of the structure array has been accessed, and with the second element each member of the structure is accessed by displaying name of author Ahmed, number of pages 400 and price of book 200. In the third cycle of loop, the third element of the structure array is accessed, and with the third element each element is accessed by displaying name of author is Gul, number of pages is 100 and price of book is 60. In the fourth cycle, the fourth element of the structure array is accessed, and with the fourth element each member of the structure is accessed by displaying name of author is Saima, number of pages is 200 and price of book is 180. And in the last cycle of loop, the fifth element of the structure array has been accessed, and with the fifth element each member is accessed by displaying name of author is Muhammad, number of pages is 300 and price of book is 200. We use structure variable just like variables of other data type. The values of a structure variable can be assigned to another structure variable of the same type using assignment operator. It means you can initialize one structure variable with another structure variable. For example, we have two structure variables S1 and S2. We initialize S1 is S1.name is this, and so similarly all the members are initialized. This is just a false initialization statement. Once all the member of S1 has been initialized, then you can simply use S2 equals to S1. This statement will initialize S2 with S1. It means that all the members of S2 will get initialized with the value of the members of S1. Let's study this concept through an example. In this example, we have declared a structure with the name book, and in the main function we have initialized B1 in its declaration. B1.author will be initialized to Muhammad Ali, pages will be initialized with 200 and price will be initialized with 250. There is another structure variable B2 and this is not initialized in its declaration. Then at line number 7 we have initialized B2 with B1 just by using assignment operator. B2 equals to B1. This statement will initialize B2 with B1. It means all the values of the members of B1 will be copied to the members of B2. B2 dot author will be initialized with B1 dot author. B2 dot pages will be initialized with B1 dot pages, and B2 dot price will be initialized with B1 dot price. Then we are displaying the values of the members of both structure variables. Let's exercise this concept through an example. This is the same example. We have initialized B1 in its declaration, and then B2 is declared without initialization. Then B2 is initialized with B1, and then the values of the members of each book is displayed. Compile this program. Compilation report is OK. Execute the program. Now you see in the output values of book 1, name of author is Muhammad Ali, pages 200 and price 250. In A's we have initialized B2 with B1, therefore all the members of B2 contains the same values as B1. Author is Muhammad Ali, pages is 200 and price is 250. You should remember that these values do not remain fixed with the members of the structure variable. Once you initialized a structure variable with another structure variable, later on you may change the value of any member of the structure. Let's suppose we use B2 dot price equals to 300 and B2 dot pages equals to 400, and then again display the values of these members. It's okay, execute it. Then first time values of book 1 Muhammad Ali 200 and 250. When we copy B1 to B2, at that moment B2 contains the same values as the members of B1, and later on we change the values of some members of B2. After that we displayed the values of the members of B2. At that instance the value of the name is the same as Muhammad Ali, and the value of the other members of the structure get changed. Through this example you would study that we can pass a structure variable to the function as well. You studied earlier that we can pass parameters to a function. If a function is passed integer variable, then the function is declared with integer parameter or argument. If a function is to be passed float value, then the function is declared with float argument. Similarly, if a function is to be passed a structure variable, then the function need to be declared with structure argument. In this example we have declared a structure with the name book, then we declare the function void display, and the function is declared with the argument struct book. It means when display function is called, it will be passed a structure variable. Then in the function definition we have declared a structure variable b. Now in main function we have declared a structure variable b1, and the variable is initialized in its declaration. That's why author of b1 will be initialized to Muhammad Ali, pages of b1 will be initialized to 200, and price of b1 will be initialized to 250. Then we have called display function at line number 8. The function is called with the argument b1, and we know that b1 is a structure variable. You studied earlier that you can initialize one structure variable with another structure variable. So here all the elements of b will be initialized to the elements of b1. That is, author of b will be initialized to b1 dot author, pages of b will be initialized to b1 dot pages, and price of b will be initialized to b1 dot price. So inside the display function we will display the values of book 1 %s, b dot author, b dot pages, and b dot price. Let's execute this program on the computer. This is the same example. Here we have declared a structure variable b1, and then we pass the value of b1 to display function, and inside display function we have displayed the value of b. You should remember that here b1 is a separate structure variable and b is a separate structure variable. By calling the function display, the elements of structure variable b are initialized to the element of the structure variable b1. Let's execute this program. Values of book 1 Muhammad Ali, pages is 200 and price is 250. When we change the values here, you will see the values in the display function are also changed. But you should again remember that in this example B and B1 are two separate variables. Suppose we change the value of B dot price to some other value, suppose 500, and here in the main function we also want to display the values of B1 then I may say it B2 you see values of book 2, name of author is same, is copied, value of pages is 400 and value of price is 500. Then values for book 1, name of author is same, Muhammad Ali. Now in this example we have changed the value of price for book 2. So when the program is executed, first display function will be called, B1 will be copied to B, then inside display function the values of the member of B will be displayed. When control comes back to the main function, then the values of the element of B1 will be displayed. You will observe that there will be some differences between the values of B1 and B2. That is, inside display function the name of author is same, Muhammad Ali, the value of pages is same, as we kept it unchanged, and price have been changed inside display. That is why price inside the display function is 300. When control comes back inside the main function, then values of book 1, name Muhammad Ali, price is 250 and pages is 400. So I just want to make it clear that here in this example B1 and book B are two separate structure variables. Let us study another example of structure. Here in this example we have declared a structure book, and a bit different syntax is that structure variable is declared in the definition of structure. Then this is a sort of global structure variable. This variable is accessible in all the functions defined in your program. That's why we have accessed this variable in the main function to take input. For the members of this structure variable, enter author, pages and price of book, C dot author, C dot pages and C dot price, and then in display function we have displayed the same variable, name of author, C dot author, number of pages, C dot pages, and price of the book is C dot price. Let us execute this example on the computer. You should see that here we have declared C as a global structure variable. There may be more than one structure variables declared globally, and inside the main function we are taking input for this structure variable, and inside display function we are displaying the value of the same variable. Now here in this example this C dot author and this C dot author are the same. Similarly this C dot pages and this C dot pages are the same. Both these functions are basically using the same globally declared structure variable. Let's execute this program. Enter value, enter author, pages and price of book. I enter name of author, page is 500, and price 400. And you see from inside the display function, name of author Mahmood, number of pages 500 and price of the book is 400. Let's make the output more clear. First clear the screen. Author, I enter this is name, that is basically input is taken inside the main function. Then pages, I enter 1000 and price 800. These values are taken inside the main function, then display function is called without any argument, and from inside the display function the values displayed are name of author Muhammad Shiraz, number of pages 1000 and price of the book is 800. Dear students, in today's program you learned about structure. Structure is a very important concept of programming language C. Through this approach you can store multiple values of different data types by using a single name. This is a very important concept. You should exercise all these examples and many other examples by yourself in order to strengthen your concepts of structure. It concludes our discussion of structure. We will meet with a new topic in next program. Till then, Allah Hafiz.